I rise to share to members before the floor of the House that one of us, Honorable Njeri Maina, she was attending a function in Kirinyaga. As she was addressing the people who had come to attend to some function, she was attacked by goons who came in 3 pro boxes. Then she was rushed to Kerugoya District Hospital in a bad state. I went to see the Deputy Sergeant at Arm, Mr. Musinde, to ask for her to be evacuated to Nairobi through air, bearing the fact of the situation in which she was. Unfortunately, she was not assisted. She came by road. As we speak, she's being attended by the doctors at the emergency wing of Nairobi Hospital. When I tried to ask the guy who rang me what the issue was, the guy told me that she had gone to inspect some water project which had been closed by the area governor, and the people who came were the Kanjos, the way the guy was explaining. And they wanted to chase her away from that place. When it didn't happen, that's when they called for more people to come and evacuate her. In the process, she was badly injured. I felt I should share to members because it's not a good thing. Any fight to any member of us, it can also happen to us, Mr. Speaker. It is very wrong. I appreciate for the time.
Thank you, Donya. Next time you have such, you don't tell the sergeant, you tell the clerk. The clerk has better capacity to airlift a person, a member, than the sergeant. Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, let me thank Honorable Doris Donya for raising that issue. And it is indeed true, Honorable Speaker, I also got word of the attack by some people in Kirinyaga on the Honorable Member for Kirinyaga County. And I did get in touch just before House business with the clerk's office, and he detailed the sergeants to get an ambulance to Kirinyaga to pick her up from our medical service providers. And indeed, Honorable Speaker, I can confirm that the ambulance did go to Kirinyaga to pick her, and she was on her way. The last time I checked, they were still on the way to Nairobi. And let me just take this opportunity also to thank the clerk and the Chief Sergeant at Arms for the quick action to evacuate her. And I'm told she's in stable condition, and we wish her quick recovery, Honorable Speaker. And I hope that the police and the other investigative agencies will be able to investigate to hold to account and bring to book those who may have attacked her. Honorable Speaker, thank you.
Mr. Speaker, of course, I want to sympathize with my colleague, Honorable Maina, and wish her the quickest possible recovery. But arising from the remarks by Honorable Doris Donya, it would appear that the Honorable Maina, without really speculating, it would appear that Honorable Maina was attacked by goons who came in what she called pro boxes, and that these goons were supposedly working on behalf of the county government of Kirinyaga, probably the governor, of course. Mr. Speaker, we must condemn violence in all its shades and forms. Violence is violence, whether it happens in Kondele or it happens in Kerugoya, Mr. Speaker. So this atrocity which has been meted against our own colleague by the county governor of Kirinyaga or her agents, it needs to be investigated very, very expeditiously, and stern action taken against the financiers and the perpetrators of this heinous act. I saw the lady, the young MP, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Maina, you know, she's my friend also. I saw her in very bad shape in social media, having been attacked viciously. In fact, she was holding onto her head by goons hired by the governor. That is not acceptable, Mr. Speaker. We demand that the governor of Kirinyaga be summoned by the DCI so that she can record a statement and, if possible, be taken to court. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mukunji. Honorable Mukunji. Give Mukunji the mic.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And while I was here, I was actually trying to talk to one of the fella who they are with the Honorable Njeri in Nairobi Hospital. They have just arrived, and she's being taken care of. But Honorable Speaker, I want to say that having been explained what has transpired, we just say thank you to God that Honorable Njeri is alive, and she's going to recover well. And Honorable Speaker, this brings this House to a serious conversation on the health of our politics when it comes to women. Honorable Speaker, it's a challenge many women face when they are doing politics. And Honorable Njeri is a member of the young parliamentarians in this House. I also want to take the toll of the minority leader and the majority leader to condemn and seriously condemn issue of attacking women when they are doing politics, Honorable Speaker. It is a shame that Honorable Njeri, who has a very small stature, but very serious brains, can be attacked by goons, Honorable Speaker, while she's doing her work as the Women Rep for Kirinyaga. I take this opportunity to condemn seriously that attack and call for the highest office of the investigative organ of this country, Honorable Speaker, to expedite the investigation and give this House serious answers on what transpired. And we want to see anybody who has been involved and anybody who has tried to actually mobilize for Honorable Njeri to be attacked, taken into books. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Murugara. Murugara.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The Speaker, I wish to wish a member of my committee, Justice and Legal Affairs, the Honorable Njeri Maina, the very quick recovery. Secondly, condemn that heinous act that has been committed in Kirinyaga by some unknown persons or persons who are actually known, and I believe they are known because their identity appears to actually be in the public domain. Violence, as clearly stated by these other members of parliament, should not be condoned in this country. It doesn't matter whether this is meted against women or against men. Violence should never be anywhere part and parcel of our politics. Therefore, I would also urge that the investigative authorities move the speed, bring to book everyone associated with this, however big, however small, so that Jane Njeri Maina can actually get justice even from that angle. We wish her very well. Thank you very much.
I want it to end there. We have had, it is not a women affair, it is a member of parliament affair. And an attack on a member of parliament, regardless of their sex, is an attack on all of you. So we should introduce it to a women affair. I want to end it here. Yes, Toto. Is that Toto or double N?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to also raise my voice. Honorable Njeri is my neighbor because she comes from Kirinyaga, and we are just across in Embu County. And if Honorable Njeri has been attacked, then Embu is just a stone throw away. And therefore, on behalf of all the women representatives in this House and all the honorable members, I wish to state that it is the high time that the government agencies or the security agencies to ensure that the honorable members, irrespective of where you come from, irrespective of which party you belong to, we are supposed to be according the security that we deserve. Honorable Njeri Maina is just a case study this afternoon as we pray that she'll get quick recovery, but also the security agencies in Kirinyaga County, headed by the Governor, Her Excellency Governor Waiguru, should be able to tell us and to tell this House who are these people who are in the pro boxes that meted against Honorable Njeri Maina. In fact, it's primitive for any person of sane mind to attack a fellow woman or a woman because she is harmless. So, Honorable Speaker, as I voice my voice this afternoon, I wish to state that this is a primitive way of dealing with issues. If she was going to inspect a water project in Kirinyaga, that does not warrant her the action that was taken against her by the people in proboxes. The Honorable Governor, County of Kirinyaga, should be able to explain this, what happened and who did it. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Wamboka, you'll be the last 2 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I wish to first wish my colleague quick recovery. But as we do that, Honorable Speaker, I think to demonstrate that we are indeed a very serious arm of government and that you are indeed number 3 in this republic, Honorable Speaker, we must not leave any stone unturned. Because today is Njeri, tomorrow is me, the next day is someone else. And on that note, Honorable Speaker, I wish to request that this House moves and calls the Minister in charge of internal security to come and explain to this House under what circumstances Honorable Njeri was attacked, beaten, and suffered. So that moving forward, we may want to ask him questions, Mr. Speaker. They must respect this House, and you must also exercise your authority as number 3 in this republic. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
I want to close
Mr.
this.
Speaker, it is to speedily wish the Honorable Njeri Maina quick recovery. This is a young rising star of this House. And on behalf of youthful members of Parliament, yes?
Go on,
No.
Oh, just go on.
Mr. Speaker, this is a very serious matter. I myself has been a victim of political violence. And let me tell you, Mr. Speaker, the English say that when the debate is lost, the foolish people attack violently. When they saw that Maina Njeri was rising, they decided to make violence on her. Mr. Speaker, there are levels of accountability. We are talking about the people in the pro box, but we know political violence is never an orphan. Every act of violence that is political is a sponsored act. So as we dig to find out who these people in pro box were, we also need to find out who has sponsored them. And the accountability has to go to the highest level of this sponsor, Mr. Speaker. But Mr. Speaker, to the Honorable County MP from Kirinyaga, I wish to say to her that they might break her bones, but they will never break her spirit. She needs to keep rising as she has been rising. She is a political star in the making. And Mr. Speaker, whoever it is that is doing this ought to know that it is not violence that will stop the sterling career of this very young legislator.